Hey guys, Mike and Dave here from Two Average Dudes.
Hey.
And today, Dave, what the hell are we talking about?
The Governor General and how she's getting paid. But we found out some more stuff that you're going to be real interested in. Mike?
Okay, let's try and do this without swearing my head off. So, the Governor General, who basically is the Queen's representative, and does nothing except...
She's a figurehead.
Figurehead.
Yeah.
Makes $288,000 a year.
How do you like that?
They're typically in office for 5 years.
Yep.
And then they get a pension for life
of
$145,000.
And in the news, they're barking about Adrienne Clarkson being able to write off her expenses,
they
$100,000 or whatever.
Yeah, they're allowed to write off expenses for whatever.
Because they still act like a representative of Canada. But if you think about it, they're representing the Queen. So maybe the Queen, maybe royalty, should pay their wage and pay the pension if they're going to get or whatever.
Yeah, but let's just do some quick math now.
Yeah.
We have 10 former Governor Generals alive.
Yeah.
So that's $1.45 million.
Plus expenses.
Plus expenses. So let's say we did say that the average 5 Governor Generals expense $228,000 a year. So let's just double that. We won't put Adrienne Clarkson in because she's about. So that's $500,000 expenses. So now we're at $2 million. Okay.
I want a job. Seriously, I want a job like, okay, politicians do this. The 2 terms, they get a pension. I want a job where I work 5 years and get a pension and get to claim all my expenses and everything else.
The best one I love is someone's trying to, one of the former Governor Generals, can't remember his name, was trying to defend Adrienne Clarkson.
Yeah.
And said, some people expense a lot and some do a little. He says, I only expense a little. He goes, when I'm going to do my charity work and I have to get a hotel room or buy food while I'm doing charity work, I expense that.
But see, the thing is, though, when you,
I'm sorry,
but these guys that are maybe charity is not getting paid. Maybe he is. I'm not sure. But when they go and give a lecture at a university or wherever, they're getting paid for that.
I know, but everybody else is involved in charities, and they have to travel for the events, and they pay for meals, and they pay for hotels.
Out of the goodness of their heart.
And they put it in their own pocket. But if you're a Governor General,
hey,
our tax dollars will pay for it.
Yeah.
This is...
But honestly, if you went and you did, say you did a lecture on something, you would expect to get paid. Yeah. Which most people do. Right, so they're getting paid.
Which is why this guy's probably only expensing this stuff. He's probably getting an appearance fee for all so he feels bad about expensing that. But I'll expense it when I'm going to a charity.
See, this is ridiculous.
I'd go to every charity event if I could expense my travel, meals, and everything.
Why isn't this a full-time job?
That's because it's not a full-time job because it's not a job. It's a figurehead.
But still, why isn't it treated as a full-time job?
Because
they're not an elected position though.
I know, but we have to be fair in our country. So
fair.
No, you can't have a Governor General figurehead who's a male for 40 years. So we got to make sure there's females every other year.
So why don't we have a vote then? Vote the Governor General.
But then you can't just have all English-speaking people. So every other year, you have to either bilingual or French. So it's a...
No, see, this doesn't work for me. You know what? This is a job.
For what they're making and what they're doing, they should be voted in. Like, we have an astronaut right now who's apparently... So that just proves to me that the Governor General has no official power or authority. Because all of a sudden, an astronaut can make all political decisions without getting voted in. Yeah.
What skills? Kind of like Justin Trudeau.
Yeah,
what skills?
Matter of fact, Justin Trudeau is the one who nominated the astronaut.
But in all fairness, previous governments, not that I like Justin Trudeau, I think he's a moron, but previous governments have allowed this to happen also. Yeah. And I don't think that's right. I really, honestly, myself, I think that once you finish your job, get your pension, which is way too much for 5 years' work. But you get your pension. But that's it. Your job's over. Yeah. That's it. If you decide to do something, that's out of your pocket. Yeah. You're getting pensioned enough that you can do that.
And your pension should be prorated for the fact you only work 5 years.
Yeah.
$145,000 pension after working for 5 years.
You know, 145 or 180 something.
No, 145 pension, 288 salary.
288,
yeah. So as a Governor General... Let's say you're getting reimbursed for your expenses.
Yeah.
Okay. You become governor. The astronaut now is like 45 or 50.
Yeah.
Okay. So for 5 years, she'll make about $1.2 million in salary. Okay. And then we're gonna have to pay her for 40 years.
Okay.
You know, at $100,000. We're another $4 million. So we're paying this astronaut $6 million over her life to be governor general.
Yeah. Okay, people, I want you to think really hard. You're going to work 30 years of your life to get your pension.
Yeah.
And you know what? Your pension isn't going to be what she gets after working 5 years. Your pension might not even be what her expense account is.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this picture?
Yeah, this has got to stop. We gotta stop just sitting back and doing nothing. You Canadians, like we gotta do something.
Yeah, we got to write your letters.
She's making $6 to $7 million over her life for 5 years of work. Like
you're not going to make $6 or $7 million after 30 years.
You're lucky you make $1 million over your life. You know, working forever.
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's it. 30 years equals not as much as she's making in 5. That's wrong. That is so wrong. You know what? If you're okay, just like doctors and teachers and everybody joins something usually to enhance people, to help people, and that. Yeah. What is our government doing? They're working. They're getting paid huge money, and they're getting huge pension after they're in. And that's not right. She's not an elected position. This is a job. You know what? She can work 30 years and then get her pension like everybody else.
Yeah. But it's a job that's not even
a job.
But it's a paying job by our taxpayers' dollars that someone from Britain chooses.
No, we choose.
No, the Queen chooses the rule.
No.
Under advisement by the Prime Minister.
That's right. But it's never turned down.
It doesn't matter. The Queen makes the final decision on paper. So again,
yeah, semantics.
But still,
it's semantics.
Still,
it is recommended by our government, and the Queen just says, "Yeah, okay, it's the rubber stamps." And oh, that sounds good. You know, okay, yeah, they're in.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna have some fun for our next video in a couple days. Keep your eyes open because there'd be governor generals in the other 11 Commonwealth countries.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some work and find out what other countries are paying their governor generals.
Oh, you're going to be upset.
And the pensions and all that stuff.
He shouldn't do this because his blood pressure's going up.
So I'm going to see how much we're overpaying.
See, this is the difference, though. I've seen this for years, and I'm to a point where I expect this stupidity. He's looking at it now, and he's losing his mind.
Yeah, I'm going to find out what other countries do.
Yeah.
So that'll be a video in a couple of days, guys.
Okay, right. Take care. Write a letter or email and say, this sucks. Because remember, you're not going to make that money when you retire.
That's right. And it's your dollars paying them.
That's right.
All right,
Take care, guys. Be good.
Bye.